This module describes the location and operation of the exterior lighting. The controls for the exterior lighting are located on the exterior lighting overhead panel. Notice the layout of the switches and their position on this panel. There are 3 synchronized strobe lights installed, one on each wingtip and one below the tail cone. These lights are controlled by the 3-position strobe switch. The on and off positions manually turn on and off the strobe lights. The auto position will cause the strobe lights to operate automatically when the main gear strut is not compressed. Thus, auto operates the strobes when the aircraft is in flight. If the strobe lights are off in flight, the green strobe light off memo message displays on the engine warning display, EWD. There are 2 flashing red beacon lights, one on top and one on the bottom of the fuselage. They're controlled by the 2-position beacon switch. The beacon lights are turned on before aircraft movement or before engine start. There are 2 wing lights on each side of the fuselage. The lights are turned on to illuminate the leading edge of the wing and the engine air intake when a visual inspection of icing is desired. The 2 wing lights are controlled by the 2-position wing switch. There are 2 sets of navigation lights on each wingtip and in the APU tail cone. This provides a full backup set of navigation lights to be selected by the crew when necessary. Both sets of navigation lights are controlled by the 3-position navigation and logo switch. The off position turns all navigation and logo lights off. Position 1 turns on the logo lights and the first set of navigation lights, while Position 2 turns on the logo lights and the second set of navigation lights. Logo lights are installed in the upper surface of each horizontal stabilizer to illuminate the logo on the vertical stabilizer. The logo lights are controlled by the nav and logo switch, in addition to some automatic sensors. Logo lights can operate only when the main gear strut is compressed or when the slats are extended. Thus, the logo lights only operate on the ground, or after takeoff until slat retraction, or prior to landing with slats extended. The taxi and takeoff lights are installed on the nose landing gear as shown. They are normally controlled by the 3-position nose switch and can be turned on only when the landing gear is extended. The off position turns off both the taxi and takeoff lights. The taxi position turns on only the taxi light. The takeoff position turns on both the taxi and takeoff lights. Note, the taxi and takeoff lights automatically extinguish when the landing gear is retracted, regardless of the switch position. The runway turnoff lights are located just below the taxi and takeoff lights on the nose landing gear. The runway turn-off lights are normally controlled by the 2-position runway turn-off switch. The on position turns on both lights when the landing gear is extended, and the off position turns them off. Just like the taxi and takeoff lights, the runway turn-off lights will automatically extinguish when the landing gear is retracted, regardless of the switch position. There is one retractable landing light located under each wing. There is a 3-position control switch for each landing light. The retract position is selected to turn off and retract the associated landing light. The on position extends the associated landing light. The light illuminates when fully extended. The off position turns off the associated landing light, but leaves the light assembly extended. When the landing lights are extended, the green landing light memo message displays on the EWD. Let's answer those questions.